Hey everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, that is Connor, and we are going to talk about Doctor Who Season 11, Episode 9. It's called It Takes You Away. So, full spoilers for the episode as always. This one takes the gang to Norway. Did the Doctor say 2018 or 2080?
2018.
2018, okay, right. Because there was nothing futuristic, because I thought she said 2080. She's like, oh, it's only 2080, because she's a joke about the sheep uprising. And which is funny, it's fine. But yeah. I thought it was like, 2080 because the sheep uprising's in 2170 or whatever. Yeah. But amusing. And they encounter this blind girl who lives in a house on her own, just on this lakeside house. And then they discover a magic mirror that's actually a portal to the dimension in between dimensions. It's like a buffer zone, she calls it.
Yeah.
And they go looking for the girl's dad, who's disappeared. Who at first Ryan doesn't believe has actually disappeared, and that's the way he's you know, maybe
bit of a cynical prick.
Well, he's a cynical prick, but he's maybe just sort of self-identifying a bit too much and just assuming that her dad abandoned her like he did, like his did him. But so we go there, and then we discover an alternate universe, a mirror world, if you will. And yeah, so that's the gist of the episode. Connor, did you enjoy Doctor Who this week?
No.
No?
No.
I can't tell if you're joking here because you always like it.
Serious. No. I said at the start, there's one episode every season I strongly dislike, and I thought I was getting away because this is episode 9 out of 10. I thought, I'm getting away with it. Maybe this is the one where it doesn't happen, and here it is. I like 5 minutes at the start. I like when they get there and they're having a bit of banter, you know, the Woolly uprising, and then I like the character stuff at the very end. But it's such a dull episode.
This is my second favourite of the season.
Seriously.
I'm dead serious.
God damn it.
I like this one. Oh, this is interesting. So all it goes like, so the dad's left her, not permanently, but he's left her for 3 days because he's found the portal and he's went to the mirror world where his dead wife is no longer dead. But it's not actually that she's not dead. It's not like another universe where she never died. She remembers dying and now she's there, which is suspicious. Because obviously it's sci-fi nerds. We're immediately going, oh, it's just a alternate universe, but it's not really that. It's kind of fishy. And of course we end up seeing Grace because Graham goes with the Doctor and Yaz, and they end up there, and it's like, oh yeah, this is a bit too much of a temptation, this world, and it turns out that this is a conscious universe that the Doctor used to get told about when she was a kid. Where it was this universe where all the properties of the universe all existed but couldn't quite intermingle because of the presence of this living universe. And I can't remember the stupid name she called it. Forgive me.
It began with an S.
It was like Sportaloo or something. Sportarola. It was something to that effect. But then that left. And then the universe created as we know it, because all these things came together. And now this universe has created a bridge, and it wants to intermingle with the universe because it's lonely. It's a lonely universe.
It wants friends.
It wants friends. And ultimately the Doctor convinces it to let her go, because if it lets her go, then she'll actually be its friend, and she'll care about him. Or it. Yes.
It.
Yes, it. She'll care about the universe, and therefore she'll actually be indebted to it and actually think of it as a friend. And does that mean more than holding her captive? I thought that was a neat little message.
I have no problem with the message. I get it. I understand what it's doing. I just think it's a boring episode to watch.
I agree. That's been in quicker than like almost all the ones we've watched in the last 6 weeks.
No.
This was better. Had more interesting ideas. I like the girl being on her own. Like, oh, is there a monster? Oh no, it's just a recording. It's just a boombox outside.
Yeah, I thought, to me that was a bit underwhelming. and disappointing. It's like, oh, I want a monster here. That's what you know.
No, we always do monsters in Doctor Who. This was more interesting. I like that. I love that Ryan gets taken out with a blind girl. The blind girl knocks him out with a door.
Does, yeah.
Just if you ever needed proof that Ryan is a bit of an idiot, he gets taken out by a blind girl. They bond a little bit, but I kind of love how awful he is with kids. He's very blunt and doesn't know how to speak to her.
Yeah, he is. I dislike that Ryan was kind of right. He was like, oh, he's just abandoned you. And maybe not entirely, but it's kind of along that lines of, he might not come back. He might stay with the wife, right?
Well, yeah, but that's why everyone else is so. That's why when they get to him, Graham and Yaz both want to punch him because they're annoyed that Ryan was right.
Yeah, but I mean, it felt like you said. We said at the start, it felt like he was just really self-projecting.
Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean he's wrong.
No, but it feels because it was so unjustified for him to just assume that. It's a little disappointing for him to just be right.
I can't believe the most cynical person I've ever met is sitting here telling me that he's disappointed that the cynical prediction turned out to be cynically true.
Because there was no basis for the cynical prediction.
There wasn't. But the sad part is that it's not that unreasonable a prediction.
No, I know.
And that's why it's kind of sad that that's right. If anything, the dad didn't get enough comeuppance when he came back. He's like, oh yes, I will, be with my daughter now and be a good father. We'll move back to the city.
Yeah, well, it was just like why the monster thing to keep her in? Like, really? There's got to be a better way of keeping her in the house. Just be like, hey, he's like, oh, she's a teenager. There's food in the freezer. She'll be fine.
Oh, it's especially cruel. No, it's cruel. The idea that he's boarded up all the windows and is playing sounds of a monster outside to convince his blind daughter that it's dangerous to go outside is actually insanely cruel.
Do you know what my problem is though? It's actually unbelievably cruel because like, why not? If you're comfortable leaving your teenage daughter alone for a weekend, fair enough. Yeah, I got no problem with that. Sure. Just say, hey, I'm going to the city for the weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Food in the freezer. Don't do this monster bollocks.
I kind of love it though. It's so evil mastermind.
I know, and that's the thing. And if he was supposed to be an evil mastermind, this would be fantastic. But he's not. He's supposed to be a normal dude.
Honestly, the only thing I really dislike about this one is the alien dude inside the pathway dimension.
That was a waste of time.
Yeah, that scene and them like running from the bat-like things was like, whatever. It's just danger for danger's sake. So yeah, that stuff you can kind of just whatever. But I like the rest of it. I like the setting. I mean, I don't know why it was in Norway, but I mean, fine. It's like
I really like the setting at the start. I like that opening like 5 minutes or so.
But the house, the blind girl, the mystery of the dad. I love that the doctor wrote a message on the wall to Ryan, and I love that the doctor, because when the dad saw that at the end and saw that they thought he might just be gone for good.
Yeah,
I think that's the moment it hits him how much of a dick he's been. That he let his daughter like just not know where he is.
Yeah,
and maybe that was a bad idea. Like, I'm not saying that all the. Do you know what's funny? I feel like you're always defending bullshit Doctor Who pulls, and I feel like in this case, there's bullshit here. It's just bullshit that I happen to be okay with, and it's amazing to me that this is the only one that you are not going to sit there and give it a pass on.
Here's the thing. I'm okay with the bullshit when it's fun.
Well, that's what was fun. It was depressing as hell. That was fun.
No, this was boring.
I disagree.
This was dull.
The only episode better than this one was Rosa. Every other one, this was better than.
This is my least favorite of the season, easily.
That's fine. We've established that your taste when it comes to Doctor Who is wonky at best. So I feel okay in this. I feel okay and disagreeing on this. It presented a personal problem because Graham had to make the choice. Because he thinks it's real. He wants it to be real. He's found his dead wife. But ultimately, there is something sweet about the thing that makes him realize that it's not real. Is the idea that she would never, like when she says, "Oh, Ryan will be okay. He's smart." I mean, first of all, no, he's not. We know he's not. That's a lie.
We just see him get taken out by a blind girl.
And secondly, but it's just the thing that he's like, wait, no, like you would never say that. You would never not want me to save him over being with you. Never. Yeah. You would sacrifice yourself in a heartbeat. So no, this isn't real. I'm going. I like that. I thought it was a good character moment. I thought the character moments felt more personal in this one.
No, I like the character moments at the end. That's why I said I like the last few minutes in terms of that. I like the character beats at the end, and I like the start. I just all the middle bit.
And the frog, I like the fact that it turns into a frog.
I like that whole monologue with the frog was not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was into this one.
It's weird because I said, oh, this is the one for me this season where there's always one that I just really don't like, and I don't dislike this as strongly as some other seasons. There are ones in other seasons that I outright hate. Yeah,
there's ones in other seasons that you outright love that I think are like dire episodes.
Really?
Yeah, that one last season where I thought it was going to be good at the start because they were like trapped in the house.
That's not like one of my favorites, but I thought that was fun.
And then it went off a cliff as it went on.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
It was absolute garbage by the end of it.
I'm thinking of there was that found footage one a couple of seasons ago, Love and Monsters. Like those are the ones that are truly atrocious episodes.
I can't remember the found footage one.
Lucky you.
Didn't you hit the one with Tennant where it was like the society looking for? I think it was Peter Kay. It was in it, and it was like the society was looking for the Doctor.
Love and Monsters. That is one of the worst. No, that is the worst episode of New Who.
That wasn't found footage though.
No, that's a different one. The found footage one was recent.
All right, okay. That's the way you said it before. It sounded like that was you were naming the found footage one.
No, that and Love and Monsters because I can remember that one's name.
I don't remember disliking that one, to be honest.
You're in the minority on that one. I can tell you that. It is.
Admittedly, I've not seen it since it aired, so I mean, my memory could be playing tricks on me.
It is pretty widely regarded as not good, and it's
been a long time though. I could watch that again and be like shocked and appalled.
It's another bad one. Another pretty shit one is the royal coronation in the with all the TVs.
When was this?
Like season 2, 3. Who was it?
Oh God,
it was definitely Tennant.
Oh, I can't remember. It's just been a long time. But yeah. So no. I thought that's what happened. Some actual personal character things. The Doctor convincing this universe to actually earn friendship as opposed to enforcing it, and why that's important of a difference. Yeah, Ryan immediately jumping to like he's a shit dad because that's what his dad was like. Yeah, it was a bit heavy-handed and forced. I'm not going to dispute that, but it played into the episode. It played into it, and I liked the ending a lot. So, no.
That's why I dislike this one less than some of the ones I really hate because I do like the character beats at the end. So that still lands. It's just the rest of it. Overall, my least favorite. I mean, I'd be horrified if the season final is worse.
Oh, if the season final's on par with this, so that good couple of last episodes.
Yeah.
That's just had more of an interesting idea. The idea of a living universe who was lonely.
No, this is the thing. It is when we talk about it, it is interesting ideas.
I think what a lot of this season's been guilty of for me, I think the core sci-fi idea for a lot of the episodes has just felt really weak.
That's fair.
Whether it was the spiders and the hotel episode or the FedEx robots.
See, I can't disagree. I don't disagree with this. I think those are weaker concepts, but I have more fun watching those episodes. I enjoyed them more. This one is much stronger in theory in terms of what it should be doing. It just wasn't enjoyable to watch for me, which is which ultimately is more important.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I always encourage you to have your opinions and to.
You can't stop me.
I encourage you to have your own opinions and think for yourself. Except in this case where you're clearly wrong and I'm clearly right.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just a side note. It's worth noting that we got a little bit of information about the New Year's special.
That was a Buffy quote, by the way. Just in case anyone didn't catch that.
Yeah, See, I was trying to speak. I was trying to speak.
Hit television show Buffy the Vampire. It was a Giles quote. More or less.
That is exactly.
I paraphrased it a little bit. I couldn't remember it word for word, but
this is exactly why I tried to speed past this, so you wouldn't.
I wasn't letting you. Don't be silly. I'm not letting you do that.
I have to try. But yeah, we got a little bit on the New Year's episode. I won't really go into it, but the one thing I did want to mention is we saw that the companions are still in it.
Good.
Exactly.
I complain every time the Christmas or New Year specials come out. I complain about this very thing. I'm glad about this.
I agree with you for the most part. And I think we spoke about it on an earlier review that we weren't sure what was going to happen. And I did say, in its defense, we don't know that they're sticking around past this season. So if there could be a good reason for them not being there, but ultimately, no, they're there, and that's a good thing. That should be better.
Yeah, I don't know why the rest of the team were shocked and appalled that Graham brings sandwiches on their missions, because they do spend a long time away from the TARDIS.
Yeah, I think Graham's a very sensible fella.
Bring a snack. It's a good idea. You run around from demons and aliens all day. I mean, it's worth having some sustenance on you. Keep the energy up.
Sandwiches are great. You should always have sandwiches on you.
If anything, I'm surprised they don't all walk about with flasks full of water, just for the hydration.
They probably should.
They're going around for a long time, some of these episodes.
They are.
You very rarely see them eat.
I mean, almost never.
Yeah. So,
And that's not exclusive to Doctor Who, admittedly, but
it's not. But I mean, I feel like Doctor Who though has that thing where until they get to the end of the story when they're back at the TARDIS, there's like no time they could be eaten usually. Whereas other stories, at least, there's like we cut to a different day. We cut,
No, that's fair.
It's like they had dinner the night before. It's fine. They had breakfast when they got up. It's fine.
Yeah, but Graham is a smart man.
Aye, smart than you give credit for. Although I did love when he shot himself when he was looking at the mirror, and I think Ryan creeps up behind him.
Yeah.
That's good.
Should mention it was nice. Ryan finally called him Grandad.
Oh, that was a good moment. Yeah, he's like, "Wait, what did you just call me?" And he's like, "What is your hearing going in your old age?" And then walks off. No, it was
there
was just the right amount of snarkiness behind it to make it a funny, sweet moment.
It was obviously it's been a long time coming. We knew that was going to happen towards the end of the season. It was one of those obvious arcs.
It makes sense. It's the same episode where he saw his nan again.
It does. I think I appreciate that it wasn't the very last episode.
That's when the bike riding's going to happen.
The bike's coming back. Yeah, I know.
He's going to stabilize.
Yeah, it's coming.
Stabilize, Ryan. Stabilize.
Yeah. I also appreciate that it wasn't like a huge moment that it was treated like. It was like it was a nice little touch.
Yeah, it was a small little personal moment, but it wasn't like the music swells because he finally says it in the heat of the moment.
No, it plays it a bit more subtly, and I did like that.
It wasn't like he was convincing him not to jump off a bridge and call him Grandad at the last second, which makes him turn around and change his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I agree. They played it smaller, which is nice. So yeah, which reminds me, I forgot to mention when on television for the multiverse, we review the DC shows. I forgot to mention that on Flash we got a Run Dad Run. I just wanted to mention that.
Didn't we?
It popped in my head, so I'll mention it.
I forgot to mention Nate's tablecloth trick and the shock on his face.
That it worked.
Yeah.
So that's Doctor Who, episode 9. We'll be back next week with a finale, although it's only like another 2 or 3 weeks until the New Year special.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll look at the finale next week.
This is why I don't like having Doctor Who in the autumn. This should be a spring show.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
It's better in the spring. Admittedly, we're a lot busier in the spring, so
yeah, that's not a bad idea. Summer's the best, if anything.
It is.
So yeah, but that is Doctor Who. So let us know what you thought of the episode in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Get us on the Twitters at mailed_fuzz for channel updates. If you want to support the channel and the show and everything we do here, of course you can head over to patreon.com/mailedfuzztv, and you can support us over there financially for as little as $1 per month. But of course, you can also support us with likes and subscribes and all that stuff, all those YouTube metric things that help spread the videos out. But that is us, so thank you once again for watching or listening. We always appreciate it. Keep watching TV, guys. Have you got any vanilla?